Bathrooms by Design is the secret for complete, no-fuss, turnkey bathroom renovations. All their own trades and all the big brands. So while you're flat out with all things life, Bathrooms by Design deliver perfection.
Welcome back, guys, to our very first episode of the Bathroom Pod. I am Heath, and I am the self-appointed main host. I've got a co-host, my brother, who's my business owner. He's super excited to be here. And we've got a special guest, guys, today. We've got our first guest on, so we're super excited. We've done a couple of practice run-throughs, but this is it, guys, at the Bathroom Pod. We're down here filming at West Lakes location today. I've got a long-time friend of mine, Graham. He now represents a new industry company called Nero. And what have we got, guys? Today we've got bit of history about Graham. We're going to talk, what else, Luke? We're going to talk about product ranges. We're going to hear all about Nero's history. We're going to keep it light, guys, but we're going to give you some info on where to find the product, what the product does, features and benefits.
And how good it is.
Exactly right. Yep. Take it away, Luke. This is the part where you sort of ask the hard-hitting questions.
Firstly, I think we probably want to know a little bit of Graham's history, really. You know, for the viewers, Graham, let's talk about that and, you know, explain.
Well, as you guys know, I've been in the industry now for 40 years.
Wow.
So a long time. Just to give you a little bit of background, so you know where my experience actually comes from. I'm actually a plumber by my trade, so
that's I actually didn't know that until we started rehearsing today.
Well, we are actually looking for plumbers.
We are, yeah. So, are you looking for a plumber?
No. I'm sorry, I'm completely out of plumbing now.
Okay.
So,
well, if anybody out there is watching and they are looking for a plumbing job here at Bathrooms by
Send your
Design,
resume.
We're absolutely looking for full-time plumbers. We pay above award rates. We will take the opportunity to promote that. Great work vehicles, and as you can see, it's a fantastic culture. Graham's declined the position.
Yeah.
He's happy at Nero.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, we'll let him continue on with his history.
Thanks.
Yeah, we took that away.
So after that, I did that for a number of years, and then I started with my father, who was also a plumber and gas fitter. I did my master's certificate and my gas fitter, so I was literally on my way to becoming a plumber. And then I was out one day with the boys one night, sort of like having a few beers, and went to sit down, and one of my mates thought it was funny to pull the chair away from me.
Oh, as in pull the chair.
Pull the chair away from me, and of course that's why I'm not sitting down on a chair today.
Well, that's why HR and production said no chairs for Graham.
That's it. That's why I'm standing.
Didn't want Luke to pull the chair out and hurt his back again.
So yeah, that was a pretty severe accident. I was in traction for around about 3 months. Mm-hmm. So after that, I sort of decided to get out of the plumbing game just because, you know, I couldn't sort of bend over and get up in ceilings anymore. So that's when I started sort of like down the track of getting into sales. So I was part of the trade side of the plumbing industry for a while, did that. I went into retail, so I was sort of like selling retail for a long time.
And what companies have you been at before Nero?
So before that, I was with Plumbing World, which was around a long time ago, back in the late 80s.
Plumbing World. Well, I don't know Plumbing World, but that shows how old Graham really is, guys.
I was actually at I was at a hardware store called Barry's Hardware. Believe it or not.
Barry's. Yeah, I know Barry's.
Yeah.
Luke and I used to, funny enough, go down to Barry's at Salisbury there on the corner.
I know, that's right.
Yeah, Barry's Hardware.
So I was there for a number of years, and I mean that was actually before the Bunnings days, believe it or not. So they were sort of like the catalyst for the Bunnings hardware stores. So I did that, and then got into sort of more of a sales repping role, and then finally I got into wholesale, and that's where I love. I've been doing that now for around about 27 years. The companies that I have...
So I've got 40 plus 27 plus a couple of years with his dad, so that takes Graham to about nearly 85, guys.
Well, you don't actually add them all together, Heath, you know, like... Right? So after that, I started with Novelli and Stylus. So they were the first two companies
Stylus.
So,
now we are talking. We are going to add the years together.
I know.
They're long gone, guys.
Well, actually, believe it or not, Caroma now owns Stylus, so they're actually still around, but Novelli are long gone. I then, after that, went into selling Impressions Bathroomware, which is another company that you do, and that's where
we picked up the relationship, really. So that's probably a really good point into leading on from Impressions Bathroomware, our relationship, and then where you're at with Nero now.
Yeah. So that's right. So Nero, I started a couple of years ago, and of course I came down to you and basically had a chat to see whether we could actually get Nero into your
Well, we
stores.
asked for his history. We didn't ask for his life story.
No.
So,
well, there you go. That's a
but
bit of
we've
a
got
wrap up
it now
anyway. That's it.
Getting to
there
the
you
Nero.
go.
Let's bring it back to the Nero. So you're at Nero now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Nero's been around since 2010. Okay, so 15 years Nero have actually been around. I've only been with them for a couple of years, so
that's pretty new in the industry, though, really, isn't it? That's actually a newish sort of brand.
Yeah. So where we've come from in that 15-year period is just outstanding, and I think through those sort of like COVID years that we went through, one of the good things that sort of Nero did was capitalise on the amount of stock they actually had here in the country. So where other competitors were sort of downsizing their business, Nero are actually gearing up. And that's sort of like how they had their major push.
That's probably what's led them in good stead for now, where they are in the market space, isn't it? By sort of reading that COVID period, building supply.
Yeah.
And Nero, I've heard they've got some factories over in China, haven't they?
That's right. Well, that's where everything's manufactured.
Yep.
So the company itself is...
So it's an international company.
It's an international company,
isn't it?
yeah. So the factory over in China actually sits on 35,000 square metres. So it's a massive factory.
A tiny building in China.
Yeah, just a little tiny.
Space, yeah.
So there's about 300 employees over there. So it's a massive company internationally. So that particular company was established by Kevin's father, who's the owner of Nero, back in 2001. So it's an international company that were dealing in Saudi Arabia and Europe, and also now sort of like breaking into the American trade as well.
What do you think the worldwide aspect gives a client, though? What's the benefit to a client?
Well, in terms of the actual breadth of products that we have, so with dealing with all the different markets around the world, they're all different. So they all have different designs, they all have different colours. So actually bringing that into the Australian market allows us to be at the forefront.
Some of these guys.
So yeah, we're at the forefront of basically bringing out new designs and also colours. That's what gives us that little bit of a competitive edge. So yeah, so that's sort of like the factory side of it. Here in Australia, we're set up with our warehouse and showroom in Melbourne. So that's where the mother company is. We deal nationally, so we've actually got agents and salespeople in every state, and we've just branched out recently into New Zealand. So we've actually set up a new showroom and warehouse.
So you're going big, flooding the market, really.
So we're definitely trying to sort of like get out there and be one of the top tapware and sort of like shower manufacturers in Australia. So,
what about, Graham, if you maybe tell some of the viewers, what are the advantages of, Nero? What separates Nero from, like you said before, Impressions or Fienza or some of the other big name brands out there?
Well, I think the first thing is that we have such a broad range of products. So we're actually currently selling around about 45,000 products into the country.
They're big numbers.
So
to the everyday viewer, is that a lot?
That is a lot.
Because I'm hearing 45,000 and I don't even know myself. Is that a big volume?
That's
or
a
is
lot.
That a low volume?
Well, that's a lot of sort of
compared to
like products. Yeah, that's a lot of products that we actually have in the market. So as you can see by some of the products behind me, this is just a snapshot of it. We actually have around about 12 different collections that you can select from. And I think that's one of the things. We have such a broad range of products.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're missing 2, but I know where you're going.
Well, these are all the different colours. So this gives the clients a good sort of snapshot of the colours. This one here is obviously one of our newer colours. This is the brushed bronze colour. Okay, so this is one of the newer colours that we just released. And as you can see, it's a really nice sort of like warm tone. The actual product is nice and heavy as well, so the quality is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you pick up some of our other competitors and they're light as a feather.
Jesus.
You can actually do some damage with that.
You can feel the way with that. But no, on a serious note, is that what makes the difference? The weight of the tap?
Yes, definitely.
Well, we're making a joke out.
That actually adds to the quality.
What the difference is?
That adds to the quality of the product.
So it's almost like buying a diamond.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get what you pay for.
Yes.
The old saying of you get what you pay for.
That's right.
And that's super important, I think. I mean, you're a plumber, you're a builder, I'm a tiler. We renovate daily here at Bathrooms by Design. So, I mean, we solely believe that if you're going to put something in the wall that water runs through, absolutely, you want to get a superior product.
Good quality product. Well, the thing is, like with your...
What are the warranties? While we're on good products and talking quality, like Luke said, what's the features, the benefits? tell the viewers what the warranties are.
Well, the good thing about our warranty is it's 25 years. Now, I'm not going to be around in 25
to the 40, to the 15, to the... No.
But I'm not going to be around in 25 years, but that's 20
will be. So if Graham drops dead, because if we've added all his years together, he's in dog years about 150.
I know, that's right.
Luke and I at Bathroom By Design are absolutely still here to stand by.
Still be here slaving away.
We'll still be here trying to sell Nero Tapware to you guys.
So yeah, I mean, you've obviously got to give a good warranty to your clients when they're doing a bathroom renovation. So having a good warranty behind you as well makes the difference.
And that's probably one of the reasons, really, why we formed that partnership with Nero, isn't it? Because of the warranties.
Well, I mean, we go back to the friendship. That's the starting point, isn't it? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you want good quality products in your showrooms. You're got to sell these products to your customers.
Believe in the product as well, right?
That's right.
It's going in someone's bathroom, and we offer the warranties and the services, and all the aftercare stuff with it. So
exactly,
if you're going to offer the 25-year warranty, I think that's a good thing.
Well, that's something we want to be affiliated with, really, long term. Luke and I are here for a long, long time, really. You won't be, but we will be. So we really want to make sure that we can offer that kind of level to our clients at Bathrooms By Design.
Exactly. And I think that's sort of like one of the sort of major differences between us as a company and a lot of our competitors as well. So
don't say competitors. We don't want to hear about competitors here. I just want to throw that out.
Right. We're friends, aren't we? Yeah, that's right.
No, we're not interested in anybody's competitors.
So how, Graham, did the partnership with Nero start then with Bathrooms By Design?
Well, Heath and I have been friends now for about a decade or so. Originally, I was with Decina and Impressions, as I said, which sort of like opened the door originally to get in. Okay, so that's where our affiliation started. So we started at Lonsdale. Again, that was probably 8-9 years ago. Then, of course, we did the next store, which was Clovelly Park. And then recently, in the last 6 months or so, we sort of like have done this Westlake store, which
we've got this is it,
which you can see behind me here. This is the new displays that we've just done.
The greatest boards in this store, aren't we?
So this is by far our best sort of like showroom displays, and we are going to replicate that through the other stores. So this will be part of our presentation to your customers every time they go into one of your stores. We'll have the same displays throughout.
But ultimately, our viewers and our customers can find the Nero product at our Westlake store, which we're at today, Clovelly Park, and at Lonsdale.
Correct, yes.
And ultimately, we want all the displays the same with all of the range.
That's right. So the more product that we can have on display, and that's one of the things with clients, I think, if they can see the product, they can really understand what the differences are between all of the others.
It's still the touch and feel thing, isn't it?
Definitely,
Look at the range
design
that are in front of us. You can't see that online and go, oh, I like that, without seeing it in person, because you want to be able to touch the lever, feel the product, see the colour range.
That's right.
Well, that's the benefit for investing in the displays in the 3 locations, isn't it?
Well, that's what I've found sort of like as the years are going. So we've only been sort of going, 2 years with us with the Nero side of it, and I've noticed myself the sales have increased dramatically just having these displays in your showroom so people can see it. Not only do we have these ones here, but of course we have product in your bathroom pods, which pardon the fun, but we're doing it.
Bathroom pods on the bathroom.
But you can see that customers can walk in and actually look at the different pods and see their
size.
It is.
Yeah. Everything here in this showroom is a real life size bathroom,
and I think that sort of sets you apart from everybody else as well because
there it goes again talking about anybody else. We don't want to be talking about anybody else. We're Bathrooms By Design, Westlake, Lonsdale, and Clovelly, guys.
But that actually sets you apart, okay? And that's why we wanted to be associated with you as well, because you have the lifestyle bathrooms here where people can have a look, and really for a customer that's what they want to see. I know I would, because sometimes it's very hard to imagine what your bathroom's going to look like. So when you can see it in the flesh, it must make it much easier. So that's one of the other reasons that we sort of wanted to be associated with you guys.
Well, look, we want to thank you, Graham, for giving us the time of day, coming on to the first episode of Bathroom Pod, and obviously supporting all of our showrooms, putting Nero in all of them, So thanks heaps for coming on, and much appreciated, Graham.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Graham, honestly. And as you know, Graham's been around for a while, guys, so let's get around Nero. Let's support it. Where else, to wrap it up, can we find Nero? Adelaide Building Home Ideas Centre.
That's right.
Nero.com.au, is that what it is? I just want to get that right.
Yeah.
Bathrooms By Design, Westlakes, Clovelly Park and Lonsdale. I'm sure you guys check out the socials for Nero.
Yeah, we're on Instagram and LinkedIn, all those sort of
those regular
socials.
sort of
Yeah,
spots, guys.
And if
Yep.
you're in Melbourne by chance, that's open
Yeah.
to the public as well.
It's a good opportunity to go and have a look at everything for sure.
And if somebody's genuinely interested in Nero, we're going to do some follow-up episodes, I think, aren't
I hope
we?
so.
In the
Yeah,
Bathroom Pod,
definitely.
we're going to do some
Yeah.
stuff about their care range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the different collections.
We're going to do all the colours, the ranges. We're going to sort of drill right down on it.
Yeah.
But today was just more the intro. So, Graham, thanks so
Thanks,
much,
mate. Thank you very
Sorry
much.
we didn't give you a
Thanks,
chair,
Luke.
mate.
Cheers.
Yeah. Hope your back's all right.
That's okay.
That's right. And send through that plumbing resume, guys.
Bathrooms by Design is the secret for complete, no-fuss, turnkey bathroom renovations. All their own trays and all the big brands. So while you're flat out with all things life, Bathrooms by Design deliver perfection.